One brick, he think he richer than everybody. Two bricks, he think he richer than everybody. Four bricks, he think he richer than everybody. Fresh out, he thinking about robbing everybody. Fresh out, he thinking about robbing everybody. Gucci's a murderer, he got dead bodies.
Certified, he cook way better than everybody. He traumatized, he didn't see too many dead bodies. I ain't loving cause these bitches fucking everybody. I drop my top, I do the dash, I'm stunning on everybody. Fly to McLaren, I'm bending corners. I ride through the six with that burner on. I'ma get that little bitch in as if I want her. I'ma nut in that hole like a sperm donor. Selling drugs, got the feds on us. Brand new SD with a beam on it. I'm lacing my blunt with that lean on it. Sipping dirty, it's clean, then I don't want it. My pocket filled with them dead bodies. Young boy think he richer than everybody. Nigga play with my shit, I'ma red dot him. That nigga start stitching, the feds got him. Got an 8 of that egg in the baby bottom. Got a 100-round clip on the wooden chopper. He got him a brick and he started wildin'. He say he cook better than everybody. I'ma stay with a stick cause I know they watch. I'm dropping a bag on everybody. Got a bitch from the 8 with a wide bag. I think that she fucking on everybody. To the day that I die, I'ma take narcotics. Bitch, I'm catching the cell on a palm pilot. Got these diamonds all over my fucking body. Think he fucking with me, I'ma see about it.
One brick, he think he richer than everybody. Two bricks, he think he richer than everybody. Four bricks, he think he richer than everybody. Fresh out, he thinking about robbing everybody. Fresh out, he thinking about robbing everybody. Gucci's a murderer, he got dead bodies.
Certified, he cook way better than everybody. He traumatized, he didn't see too many dead bodies. I ain't loving cause these bitches fucking everybody. I drop my top, I do the dash, I'm stunning on everybody.
I'm from the zone 6, so I seen a lot of dead bodies. They drained Brooklyn and they brought out all them dead bodies. I got so rich, them haters got a lot to say about it. These boys so broke, they need to go to church and pray about it. I bring that dope to Birmingham and called it Gucci County. They put some money on my head, but they couldn't make the bounty. I was so fucking underground, don't even know how they found me. Feel like Obama when I move, cause I keep soldiers around me. I'm not in the NBA, but I be ballin' on bitches. Gotta carry credit, cause my cash too big for my britches. Yeah, I came up out the trenches, I don't fuck with no snitches. Niggas stay trippin' till some of they friends come up missing. Wow.
You ain't never put out on a nigga, then little nigga shut up. I just rock the sold out show, I perform for an hour and then put my gun up. If a little nigga try me and send out the gun down, that nigga won't let us see sun up. Fuck your bitch and I tip her 100. I show you how to motherfucking come up. If you added my watch and my wrist and my fist before taxes, I spent the whole 100. You can go and ask Johnny, he love it. Every time he see me, he see money. I put up BET with my kids and my baby mama, they like, ooh, he be thuggin'. No, I'm just a real nigga with money. I keep one in the head of that bitch like a bun. Too rich, so I just had to switch in my number. You playin', it's gon' be a murder like YB. I draw down, you see blood like it's YG. I done taught every nigga that tried me. Some people compare me to Gucci, I dropped some new music and call me a body. And I don't like hanging with bitch ass niggas, you gotta be a dog to sit beside me. My boy got
one brick, he think he richer than everybody.
My dog got
two bricks, he think he richer than everybody.
That nigga got
four bricks, he think he richer than everybody. Fresh out, he thinking about robbing everybody. Fresh out, he thinking about robbing everybody. Gucci's a murderer, he got dead bodies.
Certified, he cook way better than everybody. He traumatized, he didn't see too many dead bodies. I ain't loving cause these bitches fucking everybody. I drop my top, I do the dash, I'm stunning on everybody.
Tryna get up in that thought box. She gon' cycle with a pop rocks. 10 hoes in a drop top. Yeah, rags coming in non-stop. Bitch, take off that crop top. This ain't the spot, this a chop shop. 10 hoes in a drop top. Tryna get up in that thought box. Beat up that thought box. Never eat up that thought box. Beat up that thought box. Never eat up that thought box.
Put that Richard Mille like a stopwatch. 20,000, send that bitch right to the cha-cha. New ass, new titties on that thot-thot. Spending mommy in that pussy doing the cha-cha. Ooh, you poppin' with your friends. Fuck me good, send me good, get a bliss. Say she on a period, I'm like damn. She gon' set me on a jet until I land. Ooh, I don't wanna be a savage, but I really got a habit. Trickin' like a silly rabbit, shooting at him like I'm Curry, and that shit be automatic. I was
wanna love you, but you not letting me. And tell me why you don't wanna let me in. Baby, I call your phone, you don't answer me. Telling me that you're all alone, now you ducking me. Baby, I know you need me there, so don't play with me. Fucking all of these hoes right here, but they can't compete. You know I'll fucking ride for you, I'll die for you. Baby, just let me slide with you, I fly with you. As long as I can try with you, I'm fine with you. Just leave me.
Hello there, and welcome to the stream. I haven't played Fire Emblem in a while, so I decided, what the heck, I'll play a little bit, just to get through this exploration part. That's always at the beginning of every new chapter. So yeah, let's get into the monastery exploration. Before that, I want to watch these support cutscenes, because they've been stacking up, and I've just been too lazy to watch them, because they're kind of boring, TBH. But yeah, we'll just power through them real quick.
Where has it gone?
Lynn, you got a minute?
Oh, Dorothea, are you done being alone?
Please don't say it like that. I let the gossipers get to me, and I snapped at you. Can you forgive me?
You have my forgiveness, although I remember no wrongdoing on your part.
Oh, well, thank you, I guess.
So, do you feel better?
About the gossip? Not even a little bit. I need someone to talk to, and I figure it should be you.
Oh? Okay. What is it?
About the things that those soldiers were saying. The truth is, I agree with them. Selfish as I am, I curried favor with a noble so I could enroll here. An orphan like me, here. Crazy, right? Everyone else here is noble, or rich, or both. I don't deserve any of this. Honestly, I don't deserve to be here at all. I'm doing the best I can, of course, but sometimes I wonder if it's enough.
Dorothea, if I may offer a bit of advice, you have no reason to face anything you do not wish to. If the past distresses you, then just let it go. It's as simple as that.
But it's my past. You can't escape your past.
You've probably overcome a lot of tough times, haven't you? I think that's incredible, really, but why not just let go of the suffering and run away from the memories that cause you pain? I suspect you'll find it a better way of living. I know I do.
That's not living, Lynn. It's running away. If I leave my hardships behind, then all of that means nothing.
Good point. Well said. Yet, I propose ignoring your past changes nothing of who you are today. I see before me a great woman who should not be bothered by idle gossip. Even if you dropped everything and took a nap for 1,000 years, you would still be you.
What an example. I don't quite get it, but I am a bit envious of you. Still, I can't live the way you do.
At least try it. Go take a nap where a noble will see you. Give them something to talk about.
Maybe I will.
Alright, sweet. B+. I'm not sure, I don't see shipping them together, so that's a big no for me. I can't advance this though. I probably have to wait a bit, probably in like the next chapter or something. She can't advance with anybody. Okay, well except for the teachers, I guess. Alright, let's do that.
What is on my agenda for this afternoon?
Professor Hanneman, may I have a moment of your time?
Ah, it's you. Very well. I am quite busy, but if you are here to discuss my crest research, I would be happy to oblige.
I'll pass on that offer. I'm just hoping you'll explain something to me.
Oh, I doubt if I have anything of particular interest to share.
Why did you abandon your noble standing in the Empire? And don't say it was for your crest research. There are institutes for that within the Empire. You could easily have remained a noble and still been able to visit Garreg Mach, or request the cooperation of the Church.
Certainly that was an option, but I desired a better research environment. Treasures and holy artifacts reside here that cannot be examined by someone outside the Church. I required access to those things, no matter the cost.
But surely your noble status would have allowed you greater funding and resources. Even secrets of the Kingdom and the Alliance would have been easier to obtain as a noble of the Empire.
What you say is true. I cannot deny that. Both paths have advantages and disadvantages.
I see you're unwilling to be forthcoming on that topic.
I don't know what you mean.
I've heard that you used to enthusiastically research crests for the Empire. You abandoned the Empire, yet retained your focus on crest research. I just wanted to know why.
I feel your suspicions of me are unwarranted. I haven't the time now, but perhaps I will tell you more if the opportunity arises.
Yeah, I never trusted Hanneman. The dude was always shifty. He has like a weird obsession with quests to it, but I guess that's his character in No, I didn't want to do that. I want to do this. Cat dance for petrol. So I guess Muh? Yeah, it's just the teachers.
That song.
Oh, hello, Edelgard.
Professor Manuela, that song you were humming. I feel as though I've heard it before, long ago. And I'm sure it was you singing it back then. At the Opera House in the Imperial capital, perhaps.
Why, yes. You must have seen me there. I am flattered you would remember it. I performed with the Mittelfrank Opera Company in Enbar on numerous occasions.
So it was you. I went to that performance with my uncle. I wanted desperately to see it again. But after that night, he took me to seek asylum in the Kingdom. When I returned to the Empire several years later, you had already retired.
Oh, that's a shame. So you only got to hear me sing once?
Sadly, that's correct.
Yet you still remember it, even the melody of the song I sang. I'm honored.
That's how much of an impression your voice left on me. I must ask, why did you retire so soon? You could have continued for another 10 or 20 years.
Indeed, many singers perform for decades. But that wasn't for me. I wanted to go out on top. My voice is a gift from the goddess. However, as all things do, it will decline with age. One day, I will lose that gift. And so I decided I needed to learn to survive without it, long before that day came. I needed to prove to myself that I can live on, even after my voice returns to the goddess.
So despite your belief in the goddess, you wish to live by your own strength?
It's hard for me to explain. The goddess supports me both spiritually and emotionally. Everything else is up to me.
I like to see that, you know, being that she's faithful, and then also having a backup plan, because you know things don't last forever. Definitely her singing voice and her looks.
My princess is lovely. My princess is fair. She sings like cicadas in midsummer's air.
Cicadas? Those noisy little bugs that swarm about, endlessly mingling with one another?
Oh, good point. I will revise. My princess is lovely. My princess is fair. She sings like a swallow in midsummer's air.
Migrating birds. Never sticking around for long. always off to find love somewhere else.
Oh, no, what I meant was,
Oh, Ferdinand, you're just not yourself today. You don't seem focused. Your poetry lacks poetry. Perhaps a break is in order.
I would not dream of stopping now. This is my golden opportunity.
Pardon me?
We are finally alone. Just the two of us.
Oh.
Why, yes, we are, aren't we?
You see, Manuela, I have long admired you.
Is that a fact?
I saw you perform countless times while you were with the opera company.
Oh, I see. So what did you think?
Oh my god, this
The figure you cut, that heartbreaking voice.
frames like crazy.
I was mesmerized.
Oh my god.
That is why I am tongue-tied. I am nervous about speaking to you alone, after idolizing you for so long.
There's no need to be nervous, Ferdinand. That songstress you recall is long gone. I get nervous too, you know. But I want you to feel relaxed around me. Understood?
Yes, yes, I promise to try.
You're really full of surprises, you know that? I assumed you'd be more interested in combat than the arts. Come and chat sometime? I'd love to hear more about how my performances mesmerized you.
I don't think I can advance this one. Nope, we can't. Alright. I can at least get this up to C.
Professor Manuela, it's been far too long since we've had a proper chat. Let's fix that right now.
Too true, Dorothea. We hardly have a moment to spare here. But it's so nice to see you flourishing. It certainly brings back memories. You know, somehow you've gotten even prettier. The years have been kind to you.
That's something like a rose telling a daisy it's pretty, but I appreciate the compliment all the same.
Oh, honey, if that's the case, I hope you'll work hard to never become a rose like me. Too many thorns.
Oh, stop it. You've accomplished a great deal. You should be proud.
That's a very nice sentiment, and I appreciate it. Thank you. So, I've been dying to know, how did you come to be enrolled here? I know you didn't have any family connections. How'd you do it?
Well, it did require pulling some noble strings. But learning everything to pass the entrance exams, that was all me, and very hard. Especially while I was still singing for the opera. But I wanted the academy more than anything else.
Well, bravo, and well done. You've always had to find your own way in life, haven't you? I so wish you could rely on people more often. Still, though, you haven't said why you worked so hard to get into Garreg Mach to begin with.
Isn't it obvious? Because you were here. When you retired, it broke my heart. But it also woke me up. Seeing someone like you, who shined so brightly on the stage, give it all up and start a brand new life. It got me thinking about my own future, and what I wanted it to look like. As ever, I followed your lead.
Oh my. I don't know what to say.
I had also heard that the heirs to the Alliance Empire and the Kingdom were all enrolling this year. With such an exceptional crop of potential spouses, how could I go anywhere else?
And have you gotten what you were after? Your dreams, a future, and a good partner?
I'm sure I'll find my somebody someday, but I haven't found them yet.
Yeah, forgery.
It's so nice to spend time with you again, Manuela. It's been too long.
So I'm hoping as the stream progresses that my lag will stop. That's wishful thinking. And it might not happen. But we'll see. So I'm just checking to see if who needs the progression in classes. Because we did Because if I recall, I think some people leveled up in some areas. So I want her to be a wyvern rider soon. So she needs axe and flying. Actually, Manuel can be a bishop? Oh yeah, she can. Yeah, I think I'll do that. It seems right for her. Actually, I think I also got the dancing class too. So maybe I'll like move
Well, I'm glad I passed.
Dorothea to the dancing class. If I can. Hopefully. So I think I unlocked it, I'm not sure how I become it. Beginner? No, it's not here. No, never mind. Yeah, it's probably, it's the last... No, it's not. Dorothea. So the dancer would be very useful for giving me an extra turn. So the dancer is a unique class. So it should be here somewhere. Unless she doesn't have a skill to get it. Oh, okay, so I don't do the certification thing, it's under the actual person. It is under everyone though. No, so I don't think it looks like it's only Dorothea, yeah? Alright, let's reclass her as a dancer. Actually, she hasn't left yet.
I don't look odd or anything, do I?
I don't even know what you look like. TBH. See what she looks like here. Yeah, there. That's what she looks like. So sword skills and authority. Alright. That's alright, I'm still gonna explore now. To get to the main part of the stream. The exploration. The best part of the game.
If you must weep, then weep. I shall be here for you.
Oh yeah. So we just finished.
Well, it would be ridiculous to not feel anything after something like that. Go
So
on
we
and
finished
let
the
it
last
out.
chapter, chapter 9.
I am
I think
here.
Gerald just got killed. So rip Gerald. But I guess we can read this book now, I guess. Cream of the crop. I assume I have to do this next week. Yeah, looks like I have to do it next week.
Do you have time for
It's
a
one of those
request?
battle quests, like where I have to, like, actually go into battle and select something.
I trained with Gerald just the other day. Why? Why did he have to go and die? It's too awful. He didn't deserve it.
Poor Gerald. Rip. Oh. Game of the Samurai. I didn't notice the raid until now. Thank you for the raid. I really appreciate the views, man. Feels good. Let's see. What the heck was I gonna do? Oh yeah, that's right. I'm gonna do my usual, just go around and talk to everyone. Cause that's literally all you do in this part. Just like go around talking to people. But I guess I can do a tournament too. What is this? Bow? Yeah, bow. Alright. Yeah, very good. Oh yeah, I'm gonna just like single handedly.
Am I done yet?
Just like,
Can I go now? I thought I was dead.
Yeah, you're not almost dead. Come on. Stop being too bad. I might need to go for after this. Yeah,
Am I done yet?
Hopefully that was the last guy. I can't tell. I'm just holding A. No, it's not the last guy. Alright, it's time to go. Yeah, I might as well use both. Let's use the fire.
Can I go now?
Hey, big ups, I won the tournament. That advanced seal will be useful, to say the least.
Professor, I'm so sorry about what happened to Gerald. No, of course my sorrow is nothing compared to yours. The Knights are even now searching for our enemy's whereabouts. They are to report back the moment they find something. If you desire revenge, Professor, you can count me in.
Yeah, poor Gerald.
I'm not even close to being strong enough. I mean, Gerald was so much stronger than me, but even that's enough. I can't dwell on the past. There's no way to know what my future holds, but I do know one thing. Whatever happens, I have to make my own way in this world. I have to keep pushing so I can grow even stronger.
I mean, you can be as strong as you want, but then if you let someone get behind you, it's game over.
What's this? No.
It's not his.
What's this?
There's the dagger, yeah.
What's this?
No, it's like weird weapons.
You gotta keep yourself active during tough times, Professor. Even if it seems impossible. That's how I got through it when I lost my parents. If you need help with anything, just come and see me. Eating and training are my specialties.
If you're a parent in an anime world, you're like destined to die, or like destined to be thrown to the side. It's weird. Oh shit.
That isn't mine.
It looks like he shaves though. We need a big bowl.
Professor, I'm so happy to see you. You're finally returning to your old self. To see the light in your eyes again is a gift. It inspires me to carry on as well. As you know, the Knights are searching furiously for any trace of the enemies who escaped. I'll inform you immediately if I learn anything relevant.
Oh, that's great and all. But, yeah, I know you're not gonna do much. You probably still stand there for the entire month.
Professor, please lend us your ears.
Ferdinand is saying impossible things.
I do not see what is impossible about it. All I said was that if you want to go back to Brigid, you probably can. You are the Empire's guest, so to speak. They cannot afford for something bad to happen to you. There would be a diplomatic incident. Someone close to us has turned up dead. So one could argue that you are not safe here anymore.
You were already told. I am learning here, from the Academy. What are you thinking, Professor?
Oh shit, I was totally not paying attention there. Oh yeah, she wants to go, like, oh yeah, he's telling her that he can leave, she can leave if she wants. But she's like, nah man, I ain't leaving. This is when things get serious. I must say, you don't have to leave.
I am not returning to home until I have grabbed my goal. I will not be listening to the words of Ferdinand.
No, look, I did not mean to pressure you. Apologies for the misunderstanding.
That's right, Ferdinand. Shut up.
Professor, please lend us your ears.
I do all. You are someone.
I am.
No, look.
I bet Ferdinand has his own dialogue option. I guess not.
I'm so glad you're okay, Professor. I was so worried.
Oh, Professor, you must be starving. Mercy and I made some sweets for you. We were thinking that if you were to eat something sweet, it might help you feel better.
Yeah, that sort of helps. Thank you for the thought.
Baking sweets is my specialty. I'm sure they'll do the trick.
I'm sure I'll remember that when I find some lost items related to sweets. I probably will.
I'm so glad you're okay, Oh, we were thinking.
Yeah, I'm thinking that she also had some separate dialogue as well. But no. So that's everyone I've talked to here. Hey, I can check my plants. See where I've gone. My harvest. Okay. Somebody likes fashion. Takes care of their long hair. Well, it can't be this dude. That doesn't strike me as a guy with flowing locks. Oh, I didn't. There we go. Yeah, a bunch of stuff. I don't know what to do with it, but it's a bunch of stuff. Just gonna put some more stuff in there. Took me a while to realize I can put like 4 seeds. And yeah, it's been the dough since I have it for a better yield, I guess. So we'll check back in like 3 weeks or so.
It is a shame what happened to Gerald. I am sorry. There are no words. Leave some flowers on his grave for me.
Yeah, I wonder if his gravestone's up. Like it's next to my mother's gravestone.
Captain Gerald's gone. He's gone. And we'd only just reunited. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sure this is even harder on you. But I just can't. I can't believe.
Hey, I hope we get a chance to practice together. I know I'm in a different class.
Not here yet.
Hello there.
Okay, that was hello to you to talk to you. No, it's just the usual NPC thing. But yeah, let's do some fishing. Because that's always good. You know, catch a fish, you know, teach a man to fish, feed him for life, that kind of thing. Yeah, still don't know the quality of the fish, or like, yeah, I know it's used for lunches and stuff, but yeah, it's just a little time waster. Okay, I think that's enough of the fishing. Yeah, a bunch of pets, strays around. See what else I need to talk to. Yeah, it's a bunch of people in the classrooms.
When I heard that Monica was with the enemy, I was surprised by how unsurprised I was. Something was just off about her. It's hard to explain. That said, whenever she had free time, she was always hanging around with Edelgard. I wonder if Edelgard is also... Oh, I'm sorry. No, I'm just being paranoid. Please ignore me.
No, it can't be Edelgard. But anyways, about Monica. Supposedly I saved her like 3 or 4 chapters ago. But I don't remember saving her at all. I was saving Flame, that's for sure. But I don't remember Monica being there. She was like... some, yeah. I don't know if I missed something or...
Dark expressions don't suit you,
that's
Professor.
intended.
But well, I'm glad to see you out in the world again. It seems this month will be a quiet one around here. There aren't many knights around to liven things up.
Most of the knights are gone, seeking out the enemy.
Maybe she was like the monster.
Isn't that a bit much? I agree it's important,
No.
but is it a good idea to neglect the safety of the monastery?
What do you think, Professor?
Like, it wouldn't be surprising if the students turned into monsters too. It would be a shame if we were in danger.
I agree. We can send some knights after our enemies, but so many? It makes the church seem reckless.
What's up, Professor? You need something from me? Hey, I got a girl waiting. Well,
No, I can't remember yet.
Professor? Do you think we'll still be able to graduate? If dangerous things keep happening around here, who even knows? I'm worried. I hope that all the students and professors will be there to celebrate at the graduation ceremony.
That's probably some foreshadowing. It's probably like during the graduation, something big happens, and like all the students like go their separate ways.
There is no one here who has not heard tales of Gerald's valor. We have suffered a most dear loss. I do not know what the enemy's aim was, but I do know this. After what they've done, we cannot suffer them to live. If there is anything I can do to ensure that justice is brought swiftly, you need only give the word. It would seem that your reputation is on the rise. Even Lady... It's a shame I am not in your class, but I suppose I am content with my...
No, he said he would do anything though. Like, I want him to join my class, but he won't do it.
Professor, it seems like you're holding up okay, but I'm worried about Leonie. She really loved Gerald. I hope she can bounce back.
So I just need to cry it out. Until you find him like a...
I'll say a prayer for Gerald's soul. There's not much else I can do. Oh, Professor, excuse me.
That's all you have to do. Just say a prayer. That's all you can really do at this point. Very somber around the campus. At this point.
I haven't lost a parent yet, so I can't even begin to understand how you must be
you're
feeling.
the only one that hasn't.
But even while you're standing still, the world keeps on moving.
Their parents gone crazy.
I always find that oddly comforting.
Isn't he lucky having parents in anime world? You know, everyone else is either an orphan or their parents have gone crazy.
I've sung lyrics lamenting death many times on stage, but when something like this happens in real life, I'm lost. I don't know what to say, but I do know this much. Sir Gerald must have been very proud to have you as his child.
Didn't really show it though. Now there is this deal.
I'm sure you will pull through this, because you're so strong, Professor. Best to stay calm during such tumultuous and upsetting times. We don't know the nature of our enemies. If we underestimate them, anything could happen.
We should be careful.
Yes, I agree. I don't want to lose you too, Professor.
Oh, that's sweet. Thank you, girl. I can't. Whose name I can't pronounce. Thank you.
What? Did someone... What? Did...
she is supposedly 15, so definitely not going anywhere near that. See what else these guys have to say. So let's see. So Winhart and Bernadetta are here, but you can see. Or maybe like out here or something.
Oh.
Alright, there she is.
Professor, I brought some flowers for Gerald.
Thank you.
It's the least I can do. Sometimes I feel like all I do is run away. Anyway, I'll go lay them out.
And Lindhart, where's Lindhart?
Professor? I slipped quietly into the vault and rummaged about, looking for anything we might find useful. There is a group of people who want to kill us, after all. What? This is no time for asking permission. I learned long ago that one can ask permission or forgiveness. It is rarely useful to request the former. Still, it appears the knights have already taken everything useful. There were crest-rated objects I thought might be worth studying, so... there you go again with that stern look. Of course I'll put them back when I'm done, assuming they bear no additional use.
Very good lore expansion, I guess. It's not Monica. Oh yeah, so yeah, Gerald. No day of birth though. Year of birth. Just the year he died. So no one really knew how old he was. I thought he was like an immortal or something. Or a Highlander. You know, guys that never age, or like are ageless. There she is.
I'm so sorry. I never quite know what to say at times like these. Just don't push yourself too hard too soon. It's okay to allow yourself to be sad right now. Losing someone dear to you, well, each loss is unique, but it's a feeling I know very well. That said, Professor, Hi, Professor. I've actually got plans, so let's some other time.
That's it. Yeah, I think that's almost everyone for this week. The best parts. You can check out the confessions count from the council. One knows. See who wants my advice. I want to get better at cooking, but I don't know where to start. I wish I knew someone who could help me. Leonie's great skillet. She cook with ash. Usually cook. She didn't like that. I don't know. I don't remember which of those out of the three is the best cook. Going up. Plane? Yeah, plane.
This is no good. Sing from your diaphragm. Lo! Get it? Lo!
It is so much fun to sing with others.
Good. With faith in it. Got some items around here. I really gotta like look up a guide to check up Whose lost item goes with who.
Oh goddess, hear my
There's
prayer.
no one carrying all this stuff
Please
around.
receive this beloved person. When the cold rain washes the body, when the bird and wolf announce the dawn, receive them into your blue blood. Receive them into a twinkling star. That's a morning scripture from the Church of Saros. Lady Rhea taught it to me. I pray that Geralt is happy in the next world.
This is Ash. But yeah, one thing I don't really like about this game is this whole Monastery exploration thing. I feel this part is just a waste of time. All this talking around and all this stuff. Well, you gotta do it though. Otherwise you're missing out on lore. I hate it. I just want my lore thrown at me. I don't want to go searching for my lore. So where is Ash? Oh, there he is.
Excuse me. Not just Tomas, but Monica too. We can't be sure who to trust anymore, can we? Who are these people really? What do they want?
Not sure. I don't think we'll know for at least 3 chapters. That's what I think. Maybe we'll just get snippets of them for the next 2 chapters, and the third one, bam! Just like exposition galore. So there's a dude I gotta talk to in here.
Professor, I'm scared. I feel that I don't understand the world. How could something like that happen to Geralt? He was so strong.
Even though you're scared, push through.
You're inspiring, Professor. I'll do my best.
As always, I am always inspiring others. Because I am the main character, and that is my job. But luckily there aren't a lot of fetch quests or like running around
Professor,
quests this week.
How
So
are
the
you
one
holding
battle
up?
quest.
I know how heavily grief weighs
It's not
upon
even
one's
easy,
heart.
too.
I lost my mother some time ago.
Just parents,
It was-
they always die.
Forgive me my moment of weakness. Even all these years later, I cannot recall that time
It's not
without
like they died
feeling
of
the
old age,
pain
They died like
as if it were
before
brand new.
death.
Just know that I am praying for your mind and your heart to find peace.
First Tomas, and now Monica. I do have a theory, though I admit it is nothing more than speculation. Both Tomas and Monica have each gone missing at one time or another. It was reported that when Monica returned from her disappearance, she began to act like a completely different person. As if, perhaps, the real Monica had been killed and replaced by an imposter. Thinking of it like that, it is possible that this Solemn had been impersonating Tomas for some time. How they managed such a convincing change of appearance, though, I still do not understand.
It's magic, though. See people throwing fireballs and stuff. I'm pretty sure, like, doing transformations wasn't too far out. Everybody throwing Hadokens at each other. Big street photo.
Well,
See what Gerald's hiding in the wood. Encyclopedia of Folded Fish. Encyclopedia dedicated to every type of fish in Foldland, as well as their various habitats. It is the product of the collaboration between countless fishermen and monastery students who compiled a thorough collection of studies regarding the habits of fish, advanced fishing methods, and even recipes. The level of detail is staggering. I hope that applies to real life. Oh, Sophus is here. I guess she's always with me though. Just that I never see her.
oh,
Is something hiding just behind that book?
Small leather bag inside
That ring.
a ring.
I have seen it before. Ah, I know. Gerald showed that ring to you beside a grave. Do you recall? He said he wished for you to have that ring one day. That means it's yours. He also said that you should gift that ring to someone special.
Okay, so I guess I can get my waifu now with the ring. I give her the ring and be like, be my waifu.
I have something rather uncomfortable to discuss. It's about the weapon that killed Gerald. Will you listen?
I'll listen.
It was a dagger, but I know enough to know it wasn't an ordinary dagger. It wasn't made of iron or steel because, well, because whatever it was, the wound it left wasn't normal. Who could make a blade like that, do you figure?
The Flame Emperor, maybe? Probably.
Thank you, Professor.
Restart gift is only one level.
Thank you, Professor.
I gotta give like 4 gifts.
Thank you, Professor. Thank you, Professor.
This is a cheaper way than spending an activity.
I wonder who they were.
Yeah, me too. But like I said, we'll find out like 3 chapters later.
You've lost someone very dear to you. I'm so... You have my sympathy. Manuela and I can take on some of your workload this month. We can't do all the teaching, but at least we can lighten the load for you. I've always seen strength in your eyes. I know you'll recover. You're a very strong person.
I probably will. It looks like I'm over it already, because I'm not saying anything. Or it could be a coping mechanism. I don't say anything, I'm just silent. Just internalizing all the suffering.
First Tomas, and now Monica. I am so sorry. The failing was clearly our own. We didn't notice the enemy's invasion. And now Gerald. I apologize. There is nothing I can say to atone for our sins. Professor, please do not let your guard down even among the people of the monastery. There is no way to know where another enemy may be hiding.
Encyclopedia of folded plants. An encyclopedia dedicated to every type of plant growing in Foldland, as well as various locations where they can be found. This information and the information and detailed renderings within were compiled by the church and is considered an unrivaled resource for plants and cultivation techniques. It's honestly a bit intimidating. Alright. Yes. Traveler's Journal 2, Issue 2. Traveler's Journal Issue 2, a record consisting largely of the world outside Foldland. The author's identity is unknown, but they clearly experienced the places firsthand. Bridget, an archipelago nested between Foldland and Dagda. It is the land of plenty that is often heralded as the perfect union of the gentle sea and nature's bounty, but both Foldland and Dagda have long vied to claim the territory as their own. Stang was one of just lore about all the worlds around here, or all the continents.
Hey there. Monica von Ox. There is nothing suspicious in her past that would suggest this change of character. Her transformation must have something to do with her disappearance last year. Sadly, that is the extent of my knowledge. I wonder who kidnapped her, and why.
I got Flayn and Hubert to talk to. I guess on the other side.
Really? You have lost your father. Now more than ever, do I understand how very lucky I am that you were able to save me. Professor, I deeply appreciate what you have done. Thank you. If there is anything at all I can do in return, please tell me, okay?
Yeah, all you gotta do is just stay healing, that's all.
I've never been much for condolences. How about a little logic instead?
Sure.
The Knights have spread out around Garreg Mach in search of Geralt's murderers. Thus, the Monastery's fighting strength is, for the moment at least, depleted. Perhaps that was the enemy's real objective. We should be prepared for further confrontation.
Yeah, he's right, logically speaking. He's also kind of an asshole too. You know, you just tell the next of kin, well, I think the murder of your father was a diversion tactic to weaken our army. Gee, thanks a lot. Alright. So I think I've talked to everyone this week. For this month, I guess, because the dialogue doesn't change until the next month. So I guess I'll work on my axe skills. Gotta find where Alois is and Gilbert's. Or even if they're around. Still here. Because Gilbert's usually around there.
Hey!
It's not here. I guess if he was here, they'd probably show him on the map since he's a known character. I want the cafeteria. No. It was close now.
Professor.
Is there anyone else motivated? Looks like it. Yeah, I think the only one that's not motivated is Caspar. Alright, that's good. Yeah, I'll probably just move someone else around that I want to recruit. Ignore that. Yeah, that's good.
Ah, I can eat so much of this stuff. My stomach's growling just thinking about it.
I like this dish. It was my father's favorite.
Yeah, Mercedes is a good cook, so I'll cook with her. See if I can increase my support with her, even though she's not in my class. Always do HP best, because I think that's the most useful for me.
I enjoy baking sweets, but I'm not sure how I'll do cooking other types of food. I see. Cooking is much more exciting than studying or training. Wow.
Sweet. See what facilities I can use. I did that, did that. Did the tournaments. There's no instructors out here. might have to end the activity points. Like I might have to leave some activity points on the table. Because there's not much to do other than like gorge on food for like the rest of the week. But I'll see. Maybe these dudes could offer me some training.
First Tomas, both Tomas. It was as if thinking of how they managed.
I can always invite some tea. That's what my authority.
First Tomas, both. It was as if thinking of how they. First both. It was as if thinking of how they managed.
That's right. I can only do it once.
Excuse me, Professor. I forgive. Just know that.
Let's work on reason. So it's like handmade in your law. Yeah, it's like that.
Really? Right.
I wonder.
Yeah, construct manually. Since everyone is motivated this week. Yeah, everyone's motivated. That's good. So Petra. She's the one that needs, I don't want to say the most work, but she needs some work on her.
You have
because
my...
I leveled her up incorrectly.
I work to grow.
Flying needs to go Vendetta. I think the Lance needs to go up a bit.
Thanks! That's reassuring. Hi. Thanks.
There we go. She became what she was supposed to be. She's a Fortress Knight. So I wonder if I should work on reason some more. See if she can throw some magic.
Right.
For the heavy armor. Should be, but doable, I guess.
Oh, I would. No. Oh, I would.
There you go. That's good. I'll just speed through this. Yeah, Ferdinand. His heavy armor is good. For sure. Gaspar, I think it's brawling. They're both good. I'm calling on Gaspar. And literally everything else for her is like... I want to level pistol. Since her dancer class uses swords. Once done that, so group tasks. Screw Edelgard and yeah. It's probably not gonna turn out great, but we'll
Professor, I've something I'd like to ask you.
Sure. When I asked them to take part in my experiments, even the most industrious students ran away from me. No matter how sincerely I plead, do you have any suggestions? Make the experiment a job, pay them. The word experiment may be scary.
I see. That's how it is.
It's like you need the motivation. Hey, wrestle again. I need more activities. Yes, I want you to be a wyvern rider. Oh, hey, Mercedes wants to talk to me.
Good evening, Professor. Returning from work, I take it?
That's right.
I commend you for working so late into the evening. All of my days at the Academy are enriching thanks to you. Try not to overtax yourself, alright? I'm concerned for your health. We wouldn't want you to wear yourself out. The goddess won't smite you if you rely on others for help, you know.
Even so.
Listen here, Professor. You might not like what I'm about to say. To be perfectly honest, I had my doubts when I first met you.
Yeah, everyone did. That's like the common theme for every student that I've talked to. Oh, you didn't seem trustworthy at first. Well, of course not. No one even knows how old I am. I don't even know how old I am. I could be like 30 years old, preying on like teenagers. Anyways, that's amazing.
I don't want you to think less of me for saying this, but here we are. At first, I thought you seemed too young to be a professor. It is unusual, you have to admit. Yet you seemed very composed and mature despite your age. You're strong-willed, encouraging, and you go to great lengths to ensure that everyone is cared for. But it almost feels like you're trying too hard to be a perfect role model for your students.
Comes with the territory.
If that's how you feel, then I can't disagree. But I think it's necessary to give yourself a break every now and again. The mind has a tendency to make mistakes when you've exhausted yourself. In my case, I still seem to make mistakes even when I'm wide awake.
Mistakes?
Oh, you know. I'm always mixing up the dates for drills or misplacing things. Just the other day, I forgot to put on a uniform and headed out to practice wearing only my... well, you can imagine how embarrassed I was. My mind can be so scattered sometimes. Anyway, where was I?
Oh no, I can't imagine.
Ah, that's right. What I'm trying to say is that you shouldn't push yourself too hard. If you do, you might end up in a pretty bad place. That reminds me, is there anything I can do to assist you, Professor? If it's all right with you, I'd like to help in any way I can.
You can join my class, like not like say you're busy all the time. But I don't know. Thanks, I appreciate it.
Whatever you need, just say the word.
Do I even need her though?
I look forward to helping you.
She looks like a healer class. I got like 3 healers. I stupidly recruited like 2 extra healers. Because I'm a very smart person, supposedly.
Our professor is certainly adventurous, but I wonder what the point was of putting us on the same team.
What? You think teaming up with me is a bad idea?
Yes. Results or no results, this is far from a great idea.
I was hoping you would do better.
It's a decent result for 2 people who don't get along terribly well.
I mean, Goku and Vegeta both probably together. I was thinking that, you know, like obviously detracts, but I guess not. St. Sarah's Day is today. There is a hymn recital in the cathedral. Will you participate? Yeah, sure. Why not?
Learning these things gives me great difficulty. It is so much fun to sing with others.
Oh, 45.
I understand more every day.
Too bad, like, spells you have to, like, apply manually to each unit. So there's no, like, oh, it's applied, like, to all units in a certain area. Oh, I can't take her to a tea party? I have to get her flowers?
I am grateful.
That sucks. I was hoping to have a tea party with her. So it looks like it's battle this week. Oh, and I was gonna end the stream anyways, and I get a low battery on my controller, so perfect timing, I guess. So yeah, I think this is a good spot to end the stream. Thank you for coming out. I'll probably post this archive on YouTube. It's already on YouTube since I'm streaming there. I'll archive it. But yeah, thanks for coming out. We're gonna do some battles in the next stream. Hopefully this stream wasn't too bad. Even with music in the background, I was still kind of dry doing Monastery exploration, but it's always like that in the beginning of the chapter. You have to explore the Monastery and like hear what your students have to say. But thank you for coming out, and I'll see you in the next stream. And of course, if you want to catch the archive, you can check it out on my YouTube channel, which is linked below on any of the streaming services that I'm streaming to. Just as an aside, or just before I sign up.